Application.
Today's goal. Number 1. To be able to understand the concept and importance of OSINT. Number 2. To be able to understand the meaning of and difference between OSINT and OSINT. Number 3. To be able to understand the OSINT collection tools such as Google, Intelligence X, SPICE, OSINT Framework, Active Check, and Image Forensic. In this lesson, I will explain OSINT, a method of collecting open information, the definition of OSINT, the open source information, and why OSINT has recently been drawing attention. And we'll consider how to make use of the Google search engine as an OSINT collection tool and other tools related to collecting OSINT information.
Concept of OSINT.
Let's consider the concept of OSINT. OSINT is made up of open source and intelligence, that means espionage by military or information agencies, and OSINT means an overall process of collecting information from open sources. That is, OSINT is a broad concept that includes not only its dictionary meaning of open information, but also the collection process. OSINT is not a specific tool or information, but a process to obtain information. The information obtained through this process is called OSINT. OSINT means the process of obtaining OSINT, the information from open sources looking for associations with other information and refining it from OSINT to be more meaningful and useful. Using the OSINT collection tools alone does not constitute OSINT, so it's not clear what OSINT is in terms of a process. However, in the information security industry, such OSINT collection tools are generally referred to as OSINT. Influenced by the information security industry, OSINT also refers to information collection tools, acquired information, and a series of processes to acquire information in the field of cyber investigation.
Importance of OSINT.
Then why is OSINT drawing attention? Recently, a number of investigation agencies have taken an interest in OSINT and found meaningful investigation clues thanks to OSINT. The reason is, first, an individual's internet activities have expanded with the development of internet environment. Nowadays, people post their personal information on the internet little by little as they write about themselves on various websites. In particular, with the development of social media, such as Facebook or Instagram, people feel less hesitant to disclose their private life on the internet without any filter. As such, it has become easier to collect various pieces of personal information through the internet. Digitized personal information is easily searched and indexed, and can be stored for a long time without change. We can access all internet web pages around the world from our home or office and obtain information. And we can obtain even trivial information that can be synthesized to making meaningful clues, or that can be utilized to relate one information to another.
OSINT collection tools.
As for the OSINT collection technique, it's hard to say that there are certain fixed procedures. First of all, OSINT is closely related to culture and society. To take a specific example, in my case, I preferred using the technique of searching and subject's cell phone number on a well-known second-hand goods trading website to obtain the subject's residence information. However, this OSINT technique cannot be used in another country or culture. It is because, first, in Korea, one particular second-hand goods trading website has the monopoly status and thus had the largest user base. Second, in Korea, we tend to prefer to meet in person when buying second-hand goods. So in many cases, many sellers reveal their place of residence. That's how I was able to find meaningful investigation clues, by checking the information on the second-hand goods trading website. In most countries, it would be difficult to use the technique of searching the second-hand goods trading website. However, there will be other suitable methods of collecting information. This happens because the OSINT collection technique is very closely related to specific environment of one country and its culture. Also, as multinational IT companies have recently strengthened their privacy policies, many existing OSINT collection techniques can no longer be used. For example, before 2015, Facebook allowed the search of various persons using a specific search query. For instance, it was possible to search people who work in Seoul and people who like OSINT. However, Facebook has removed most of these functions to protect personal information. It is not limited to certain multinational IT companies, but rather a general trend of change for multinational IT companies. So it's difficult to uniformly define OSINT collection. The collection procedure and method have to be changed for each case and environment, and investigators should be qualified with such creative application ability. Next, let's consider some OSINT collection tools, various collection techniques, and example of them. The first OSINT tool to introduce is the most powerful and the most widely available tool, Google search engine. Googling is a representative term in internet search engines, so much so that it is often used as a proper noun or verb to refer to searching for something on the internet. This powerful ability to search the internet has much to offer to OSINT. Actually, OSINT collection through Google search is called Google hacking or Google docking. As it is impossible to explain all Google search techniques here within a limited time period, please check related documents by searching Google hacking or Google docking. As for a simple Google search command, first enter the search word in quotation marks to see the result, including that search word at all costs. In case of Google, when searching several words or unusual search words, it sometimes automatically collects itself when returning search results. We use Google search engine to prevent this and to search accurately with keyword. The OR command shows results that contain at least one of the two search words. Make sure to type in the OR command in capital letters, and you can use the pipe instead of OR. The minus shows the remaining search results, excluding a certain word. When searching Android Google, it shows search results for Android, excluding the result with the word Google. The asterisk is a wild card that corresponds to all words or symbols, and is often referred to as a star. This symbol can be used in the middle of the word, or front or back of the word. You can use it in place of any word or symbol. For example, when you only know some parts of a keyword and not all, you can combine the parts you know with asterisk to get useful results. The parentheses are a command to group search words and to set order. This search word is useful when using several search commands in combination. For example, when we enter a search word like in the example, Google recognizes Korea police as one search word group and shows the search word result for that search word or KMPA. The site command shows results searched on a website of a specific domain. For example, when we search site police.go.kr, Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency, the Google search engine shows the search results for the word Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency, searched on the website police.go.kr. The file type shows search results for a specific file type instead of a certain domain in the case of the site command. Lastly, the before-after command shows results found before or after a specific point in time. When we keep changing the search time using this command, it is useful for estimating the point in time when a certain word, posting, or social media information has been uploaded for the first time on the internet. The most basic search method using Google is to search the keyword related to the investigation subject and finding the information related to that person. We can search the ID, word, mobile phone number, or email address frequently used by the subject to find the person's various postings on the internet. It is difficult to cover everything, as such contents are extremely comprehensive and various. However, I prefer finding the social media accounts such as Instagram or Facebook the most from Google search. When we find a social media account with a keyword related to the investigation subject, we can confirm the subject information with a number of postings uploaded by the subject, and also find another keyword for the subject to search again on Google. In other words, Google docking or Google hacking is not fragmentary searches, but a process of finding meaningful clues by searching repeatedly with the information from search results. Next, let's find out what search engine intelligence X is. Every year, various pieces of information are leaked and released on the internet by hackers. In 2013, the personal information of more than 100 million Adobe users were hacked and released on the internet. In 2020, more than 3 million IPs of Cloudflare users were hacked and released on the internet. The data leaked by hackers or data of darknet are useful information to hackers, but they are useful sources for investigators as well. The leaked data includes general users, but criminals must have used these services, and thus their information is also revealed. Therefore, we can find investigation clues using such leaked information. Intelligence X collects the leaked information and offers search functions of the information. It stores not only the leaked data, but also the information collected from dark web, etc., and allows searching of the information. On this search engine, we cannot search every keyword, but only the domain address information such as internet URL address, email, IP address, or cryptocurrency address such as Bitcoin address. Now, let's check out an example of how we can use Intelligence X in a simple way. Before practicing a search, I will briefly explain the prerequisite matters. Most websites nowadays use the technology called CDN. It refers to retrieving data by accessing a proxy-type cache server located in the middle, rather than accessing an actual server. When accessing a web page, the CDN is a common technology used by most modern websites. Akamai, Amazon, Cloudflare, etc. provide CDN. When CDN technology is used, information such as the IP address of the actual server is hidden behind the cache server provided by the CDN company. Thus, it makes it difficult for investigation agencies to identify the actual IP address and server. For this reason, a number of illegal websites have used CDN companies to evade tracking of investigation agencies. The CDN stores content and responds to the request of content from the cache server located close from the user. This is because it takes a long time to receive it from the original server, which probably is located far from the user. Additionally, this strengthens security as it gets more difficult for users to identify information such as the actual IP address of the origin server. This website illegally reproduces and distributes others' work, targeting Koreans. It makes profits by allowing users to download the illegally reproduced programs for free and advertising gambling websites. As a result of searching the IP address connected to the domain of this website, we could not find anything other than the fact that it uses Cloudflare's CDN. We cannot find information on the origin server. Of course, we can identify the information of the actual server through Cloudflare nowadays, but we were not able to do so in the past. For this reason, a number of criminals used CDN to hide the actual server address. In many cases, however, the information of origin server using CDN is often leaked. As a result of searching illegal website domain information on Intelligence X, we could find a lot of leaked data of origin server from CDN companies in the past, and we could identify the actual information of illegal websites from the data. Using these OSINT-related search tools, we can find various information other than information on illegal websites. It is useful to identify various information flowing around the internet, such as Bitcoin address, email address, or other keywords. When you access the Tools menu of Intelligence X homepage, it offers other various OSINT search engine links. The third-party search is another OSINT search engine that allows you to look up on the internet for related data according to keyword types. Among the third-party tools, I prefer Google Analytics ID Reverse Query the most. Google Analytics is an analysis tool provided by Google to track the traffic of website visitors and analyze the website visit method, access time, and page information of anonymized visitors for marketing purposes. It is the most famous tool with the largest user base. It means that it is a keyword that allows collecting of the most OSINT. The website on the screen is Korea's illegal reproduction website. If you see the section marked in red in the website source code, you will see the ID number value for Google Analytics. This ID value is a unique value specified by Google to distinguish the website owner. If there are two websites with the same ID value, we can expect that the operating entity of the website is in fact the same person. I will reverse query the ID value here with Google Analytics. Although it does not show on the screen, on the bottom of the third-party search, we can select Google Analytics menu, which allows us to use the third-party search engine to query the Google Analytics ID when we query the ID value of the illegal website that we saw here. As shown on the screen, we can see another website that shares the Google Analytics ID through the external search engine link. We can find another keyword to specify the actual operator, such as the IP address. If we have captured the operator, we can find other websites operated by the person, as it is used differently depending on how it is combined with other information and how the connection is defined. Investigators should use their creativity for each case. Next is SPICE. SPICE offers useful search results to find other domains or IPs of the investigation subject through specific domains or IPs. If the investigation subject provides online services for criminal purposes, such as illegal gambling websites, we can find other website-related information of the investigation subject using SPICE. Even if we cannot track the investigation subject with the website information from the current information, additional clues can be found through other websites opened by the subject. It is difficult to remember and organize every piece of collection tools. That's why I would like to introduce the OSINT framework that serves as a signpost that tells you which tool to use according to the secured information. OSINT framework is not an OSINT tool. It is a framework that shows us where to search and how to search the type of information that we secured. If we know the email address of the investigation subject, we can find various OSINT tool websites to search the email from the OSINT framework homepage. In addition, useful collection tools are organized according to the type suitable for relevant information, such as internet domain, social media account, or protocol. During the investigation, we sometimes need information from the website or webpage of the past that we cannot access at present. For example, let's suppose that we are investigating a website that distributed illegal reproductions that we saw in the OSINT search before. When we find out information through OSINT on the website address operated by the investigation subject in the past, we sometimes have to prove that the illegal website was operated using that address. However, because the website was operated in the past, we cannot access the website now to see how it is operated. Then, we can use Web Archive. Web Archive is a digital time capsule that stores information of past Internet websites. Among them, the most widely used websites are Wayback Machine and Archive.today. From the website on the screen, we can search the Internet address for the past web page that we want to know, and we will be able to check the past appearance of the website. Conversely, we can request storing the information of the website that is currently operated. It seems that I have focused more on technical matters, so now I would like to talk more about utilization in general. Let's find out more about media files. Media files contain more information than what we can actually see or hear. The most representative one is EXIF. EXIF is a standard data type to store various information on media files such as photos. Often, we do not check media files such as photos that are stored. In many cases, we take photos with smartphones. Most of the smartphone manufacturers set recording of the photographed location, time, mobile phone owner information as default. Such information corresponds to what can be effectively used in investigations. When you come across media files such as photos during the investigation, please check whether there is EXIF. There are many EXIF information viewers on the internet, to the extent that it is hard to recommend one. Let's simply check the EXIF file information from an image file. The example that I'm showing you is a photo taken from my smartphone. From the photo information, you can see that my mobile phone is a Samsung Galaxy smartphone and that the photo was taken on June 7, 2021. If we suppose that this photo has been found on the investigation subject, the subject must be using a Galaxy smartphone. So when we investigate the person, we need to concentrate on finding out more about the Galaxy smartphone. Also, this photo contains GPS information. Check the GPS information with Google Maps, and you will see where I took this photo. With the GPS information, you can obtain information related to the location of the investigation subject. In the case of photo files among media files, we can find not only metadata, but also different information through the internet. We can perform image search with Google and Yandex. In the case of images related to digital sex crimes, those containing false facts or those that slander others, we can find the history of those images being distributed on the internet. Also, when we additionally analyze the search results posting time on the internet, we can specify the time and website the images were uploaded for the first time on the internet. Moreover, when we search the photo presented by the investigation subject and the same photo is searched on the internet, we can confirm that the investigation subject has firstly presented the photo by downloading another person's photo from the internet. The last OSINT collection tool to explain in this lesson is image forensic. When we obtain information from a photo, we need to find out whether the photo is forgery. Finding out whether the photo has been forged is called image forensic. There are some tools for image forensic. The representative one is photo forensics. When we upload an image on the website on the screen, the website shows the resulting image only for areas suspected of forgery. Although it is difficult to use it on all forged images, it helps distinguish forgeries. However, it may pose a risk to security as we have to upload images to other websites. So far, I have introduced some tools to use for OSINT. The last one I would like to recommend is an OSINT-related group. As mentioned in the beginning, the OSINT collection technique continues to change with the changes in the internet environment. Therefore, we should continue to check the changes in the OSINT environment. On the internet, we can find the most active group among OSINT-related groups. There are OSINT-related groups on Facebook and Reddit. There are a number of experts post opinions and data on OSINT. Through these groups, we can continue to gain an understanding and insight of the OSINT environment. In addition to groups, we can get OSINT-related information from blogs, etc. Sector Q2 is a blog on OSINT themes. Personally, I find the weekly article called Week in OSINT the most useful from this blog. The articles introduce the latest OSINT collection techniques and application cases on a weekly basis. These articles help us systematically understand new OSINT collection techniques and improve our ability to collect and use OSINT.
Summary. Let's take a look at the summary of this session.